honestly, no words will ever describe how great it feels when customer comes in and they're excited about the store, whether they're trying it for the first time and they come with all of that energy of, wow, this is so amazing, and then people trying the product, coming back and telling us how they felt and how much they enjoying it and they love this and they want to try this one or they want to get more of the same one. It's been really great because it makes me feel those emotions, how I felt back in Singapore when I used to go to Scoop. And I remember that pure joy of like, this place is great, And it's so important as well to have a retail store that you can trust, right? Because my husband would not go shopping with me, like food shopping, because I spend too long reading labels and I'm there, sort of squatting down, reading the labels from the jar all the way at the bottom. And I start, with Google trying to translate what some of those ingredients mean. And it takes time.
It does.
So with Scoop, and that's what I loved about them in Singapore. Of course, once I did my initial assessment, I was very comfortable because I, realized their ethos and what they're trying to do and the products that they offer are really, really great. So it's nice to be able to go and not having to worry about what does the label say.
Mm-hmm. And so that's a label. One question I have is like with regards to sustainability as the food gets shipped, right? Or flown, I don't know.
No, we don't use air freight. It's sea freight.
It's sea freight. So it is then not food that goes bad very quickly. It's not necessarily.
So that's a great question. Food waste. There's a lot of food waste in the food industry.
Oh yeah, that's one of my.
It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking.
It is.
I've seen it. From the back end. But the good news, I've also seen it evolve over the years. Let's say when I started 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And, where is it now? It's very different. The culinary teams, chefs, front of house, been very much kind of having this mindful approach to how they build their menus, how they display food on the buffets, how they can minimize the food waste and how they minimize food waste in the kitchen. So people generally became a lot more thoughtful over the years, which is great. Now coming back to Scoop, so we offer dry, think of us like a dry pantry products.
Yeah.
So we have honey, we have grains, granolas, tea, chocolate. So all of those products have a very long shelf life.
Yeah, understand.
So that's the I guess, simpler way of reducing the food waste in a way.
Mm-hmm. And the sustainability with having things shipped from elsewhere. I mean, I know we're in this global world, but this happens. But I think that's also a topic that we have, right, as a society to resolve in the coming. For sure.
And, what's really important as well, I think air freight versus sea freight.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely.
So sea freight is the best option that we have at the moment. But also it comes to the product that you're bringing, making sure that you've optimized in that container that you're bringing in. So you then, not having to kind of go back and forth with them, right? And when it comes to then product arriving to the store, in the store, we don't use any single-use plastics. We buy in bulk, we sell in bulk. Customers are very much encouraged to bring their own containers and refill and reuse those so they can get jars from us and do the same.
I see. I would really love to come to the store. I need to do that. I need to be back soon. Is there a first that you have on your mind that you would like to create in the near future for yourself, your family, clients, the world, all of it?
A first. That's a good question. I thought about of many past firsts that I've created.
Oh, you can also share those.
Yeah. No, actually, it's a good question. I like questions that make you think of something new. I think for me, particularly here in this part of the world now, I would love to create many more first moments for our customers, starting on the journey of well-being, looking into their nutrition, what food do they consume? Where does it come from? And kind of create that general awareness. Because I feel like probably in Europe, people are on a different journey, in terms of that, or like in Australia as well, they're all very kind of health conscious, eco-conscious. And I see a big opportunity here